My name is Kris. I'm from Delaware in the United States of America. And I was a chiropractor. I'm now retired. I actually retired because of the amount of pain that I had, so I had to stop practicing. And I started to develop all sorts of problems. I lost 30 pounds of weight without trying. I have a past history of breast cancer, so that was very concerning for me. Luckily, being a chiropractor, I knew a lot of doctors. So I got into an endocrinologist. He found out that I had hyperthyroidism, sort of opposite what most people get, and that he felt accounted for my weight loss. But having cancer in the past and having a bad gene for cancer, I went further, and then I got pulled a couple strings, and I got into my infectious disease doctor because I had so much pain in my hands, my toes, and all throughout my spine. So this is why it led me to, having to give up my practice. Still not satisfied, still not getting very many answers. I then pulled strings and got into a friend of mine who's in infectious disease. He tested me for everything. Meanwhile, the endocrinologist did my thyroid tests, and they really couldn't find anything. And I did get both of them to talk to each other, and both of them decided that my weight loss was due to my hyperthyroidism, and all my joint pain was due to some sort of arthritis that they couldn't name. My life was, I could be on my feet till about 12 o'clock noon, and then I had to lay on my back and lay on ice for the rest of the day. My next option was to go with the rheumatoid arthritis drugs, which is basically like a type of chemo, and it really wasn't working for me, and I had to, feel bad for a couple days after taking it. So I decided that I should try stem cell. In addition to all the physical problems that I've already described, I also had irritable bowel syndrome with diarrhea. And so that disrupted my life quite a bit. I couldn't go to family functions because I could not sit in the car, drive to the family functions, stand around or sit around with family. So I didn't see my family until after stem cell treatment. So after treatment, I began to be able to stand up and sit for longer. I had to lay in the back seat with ice on the way down. After treatment, I began to be able to drive it myself. And I began to do water aerobics, first just 2 days a week. And then I worked my way up to 5 days a week. And then I met a bunch of great ladies in water aerobics. And so then at nighttime, we would go out dancing. So basically, I got my life back. But in addition to that, I no longer have irritable bowel syndrome. I take 42 less prescription pills per week. That was my irritable bowel schedule. I don't take them anymore. So, to me now, I can enjoy retirement more. And now that my irritable bowel syndrome is gone, I want to, I'm using this set of stem cell treatments to try and get at any other areas, because I'm sure all those stem cells went right to my intestines because they were horrible. And now they're fine. They're, normal. Very predictable. And so I'm looking forward to feeling even better and getting down to our summer place and having fun with my friends a lot. I decided to share my story because I was at the end of my rope. If this didn't work, I don't know what I would have done, but it's helped. And I thought it was great. I had to come with my own ice packs so I could sit in a chair so I could receive treatment. And now I don't have ice packs with me. My friend who is a neurologist told me about this because he personally experienced it. That he looked into other sites, other places, and they weren't as clean. Their protocol wasn't as good. Their scientific research was not as good. And he said that, you know, this was far superior to anything that we could find. What I would say to anyone who's considering stem cell treatment, especially coming here, which would be the only place I'd endorse, and like I said, I was at the end of my rope, and I thought, you know what, why not try it?